Hi, I'm Jamila, and you are live in the Dream Studio, where we partner with you to create a life without limits. Today, I want to talk to you simply about doing what you can. My grandmother, Noni, who was just so beloved by me, was 91 years old when she passed away last year in 2012. And before she passed, one of the final conversations that I had with her was simply, what does it feel like to be 91 years old? What does it feel like to really have that much time on the planet? How does your mind feel? How does your body feel? Do you feel like you did when you were a youth? Has that changed over the years? Honestly, what does it feel like to be here for 9+ decades? And one of the things that she shared with me that was so profound that I've kept as a treasure in my heart from that moment on was that she said, Jamila, I just do what I can. And the things that I can't do any longer, I don't even focus on them, and they're a non-issue. At 91 years old, she was just so invested in putting her time and her energies in the things that she could do and not looking back on regret on the things that she couldn't do. She said, I can't drive anymore, but that's okay. I've driven for many, many years of my life. I'm not necessarily having sex anymore, but that's okay. My 6 kids are grown and my grandchildren range in age from 53 to the age of 18. I've done all of those things before, so I don't look back on any of it with regret. I really had to use that tip recently in my own life when I had foot surgery a couple of months ago. I went in, had foot surgery, and it left me in a place where I couldn't move, where I couldn't walk. I couldn't care for myself too much. And for any of you that have a personality like mine, where you're always on the go, you're always the one taking care of all the business, you're always the one that can't sit still and then moving from place to place, that can be a very difficult place to be and a very difficult place to find yourself. I thought of her words in that moment and said, Jamila, you might not be able to do all of the things that you could do during your time of recovery, but you just have to focus on what you can. So here's a couple of things that I learned in my moment that I've learned from my Noni that I want to share with you today. The first of which, as you just focus on doing what you can, is to guard your mind. I struggled with that. When I was recovering from my surgery, I had to fight to keep myself focused, to keep myself and my thoughts in the right place, and to not start feeling sorry for myself or sorry for my situation or feeling guilty over being such an imposition to my family. It was a fight just to guard my mind. So as you focus on doing what you can, guard your mind, keep your thoughts focused in the right direction, and don't spend too much time and energy on all the things that can be a distraction to you. The second thing is just plain maintaining a positive attitude. Attitude is everything. Even in those moments, I always found laughter. I always found something to kid about, something to celebrate. I celebrated the moment when I could put on jeans again. I celebrated the moment when I could start to bathe for myself. I celebrated the moment when I could start to drive again. All of those things were those small celebrations along the way. And as I was recovering and literally getting myself back on my feet, attitude makes all of the difference. And finally, as you focus on only doing the things you can, keep in mind that your purpose is unchanged. So even though I couldn't walk for a season, I couldn't do the things that I used to be able to do, I wasn't able to really even basically care for myself in the manner that I did before. That didn't mean that my purpose changed. That didn't mean that what I was born and designed to do had detoured or been modified in any way. And as you might find yourself with some unexpected setbacks, whether they be financial, whether they be illnesses, whether they be the loss of a family member or loved one, understand that your purpose is unchanged, that there has been nothing that has been changed about what you were born to do. So even though these things might present themselves to you, as you guard your mind, as you have a positive attitude, and as you realize that your purpose is unchanged, it makes it so much easier to just focus on doing the things that you can and not look back with regret or disappointment about maybe some of those things that you're no longer able to do. Focus on doing what you can. Keep moving in the right direction and do it today. Remember, excellence is a lifestyle, not an event. Choose today to be excellent. Until next time, I'm Jamila, and you are